So obviously it's been a big year. Just start off with, can you list your three major highlights for the party this year?
For the party, the government adopting our moratorium on deep sea mining, awesome. We've been working hard on that all year. For me, getting our workforce frameworks from the Prevention Violence Strategy launched is a major, because it's one of the biggest opportunities where we can prevent further harm across the public sector when someone puts their hand up for help after violence. So another major. And I'm going to say Jan Logie getting birth injuries across the line to be covered by ACC is just going to be a significant improvement for women and families.
I guess for you, James, what were the three major highlights?
Yeah, look, in the climate portfolio, I started the year by saying that every minister needs to be a climate change minister, and I can confidently say at the end of the year that pretty much every minister is a climate change minister. So the big breakthrough was the emissions reduction plan, because that had 15 ministers with named responsibilities, which is 3/5 of the executive. So it's a massive all-of-government program. We've never had that before. Probably the next one would be on the National Adaptation Plan. Again, first time we've ever had anything like that for this country as well. This is slightly oblique, but I was really pleased that we got the loss and damage piece over the line in Egypt, because I really wasn't expecting that. But particularly vulnerable countries like Pakistan or islands in the Pacific clearly need that level of support, and I'm really proud of the role that Aotearoa New Zealand played in helping to get that over the line.
And on the other side, what are some things that you're maybe disappointed that didn't turn out the way you wanted them to, and you maybe would have done differently?
We really need to see some urgent rent controls, some urgent barriers against the rent increases that are not justified and are just putting more and more people into financial hardship, into real struggle, and that's something we've been calling for quite some time. I'd really like to see even further prioritisation in affordable housing, and that's something that the Greens have understood will again make a massive difference in, I guess, inequality for those people struggling the most. Really prioritising that is one of the most impactful things we could actually change. And at the same time, COVID exacerbated the inequities that were already there, and we need actually economic transformation that stops wealth going into the hands of a few and redistributes to those who again are struggling the most, and that's actually both tax progression and transformation, and that's also livable incomes, and that's a necessity that's quite urgent as well.
Yeah, and I guess in your area then?
Yeah, probably the biggest frustration I think this year was the proposal that we got from He Waka Eke Noa, the industrial partnership on agricultural emissions. I just didn't think was going to be effective, and obviously that's kind of played out subsequently. So I was kind of hoping for a stronger proposal on that.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.